What's going on, guys? It's Ricky with Tech Solutions. I hope that you guys are all having an amazing day. Let me just make sure that it is live. All right, we are good to go. The OBS sometimes does not tell me that we are live, so I do apologize for that delay. I'm going to give it a couple seconds for the team to start tuning on. Start tuning in. If you guys don't know who it is that I am, I just hit a little bit over 95,000 subscribers. We have a trading community or entrepreneurship community. Feel free to join. It says free group down below. It's a free group. If you like surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals and you like kind of just networking with people that share the same interest in investing in the stock market, cryptocurrency, real estate, and all these different markets, feel free to click that link and you have the opportunity to network with over 72,000 people across the world. So thank you again for everything it is that you guys do. Let's go ahead and get straight to it. So I'm going to say, what's going on, Gabe? You finally caught one live. I'm really happy to have you here. What's going on, Tyler, Eric? For all the people that are joining us live, feel free to say what's up and I will say good morning to you guys. So market opens in about 3 minutes and 30 seconds, and I wanted to quickly cover something that has been brought to my attention because we've been swing trading a lot more often, and a lot of people are going kind of through this emotional kind of trading things. And I'm going to give you guys 3 tips that I think that has led to my success when it comes down to investing and being able to kind of feel confident with my swing trades. Like, you never know 100% exactly what it is that you're going to be doing. If you have watched any of my previous videos, we've been doing exceptionally well with our callouts, with our swing trade positions, and ensuring that we're covering profits. I'm not up to my $2,000 goal for the week, unfortunately, and today is Friday, so I'm going to try to see what I can make out of it. I'm now just trying to close the week over $1,000 profit. I'm a little shy, over 750 if I'm not mistaken. I have to calculate everything it is that I've done with my also day trade position yesterday. But feel free to comment what it is that your weekly goal is, and then we can go from there. MTLL guy says, good morning, Ricky. I'm new to your channel. Emotions equal killer. Yes. All right. So it looks like we have everyone here. I'm going to start sharing my screen so you guys can see exactly what it is that I'm looking at. And when it comes down to, kind of this emotional ride that I think a lot of people can go through, and what is it that I mean by that? And why is that important? So first of all, I think one of the biggest tips that I can have for people that are just getting into the stock market or are actively investing is, if you get very emotional, first of all, you should understand what you're buying. So there's 3 rules that we have within our trading community, and that's you need to understand the risk involved. You can't be trading based on other people's opinion, and you always have to have this form of risk management. With that being said, people think that because you're investing in the stock market, that all you're going to do is make money. And that's definitely not the case, right? A lot of people initially, when getting in, like myself, we went in straight into penny stocks, and unfortunately penny stocks are extremely volatile and they don't end up performing exactly the way that we expect them to. And with that being said, sometimes we lose a larger amount of money than what we're comfortable with. And that's one of the first tips that I can have. Make sure that whatever it is that you choose to invest in, that it's a dollar value that you're not so uncomfortable investing. The easiest way that I can put it is, if I have $10,000 invested in DGAS. So first of all, I see value in DGAS and the pattern that it's showing. There's no confirmation of an inverse or of a reversal. I called this one out yesterday, but one of the things that I made clear in yesterday's call out video is, hey, I'm going to wait for the break above the 180-day EMA, which is this line that you see right here, because once the candles break above that and it starts riding above the EMA, then we have that confirmation that it's trending back up. Right now, there is no confirmation that it's trending back up. It is at support, and it looks like it's consolidating there for at least 2 days at around $24 to $23. But we need this thing to break above $26 and really start pushing back up. And then the resistance being at 33, it still offers a decent value, right, for profit. So what's one of the things that, going into this that, people might go through? Well, some people might take an initial position, might take like their overall account value position. And then if it continues to drop, let me just put it into perspective, and correct me if I'm wrong. When it comes down to the initial position that you take from 24.50 yesterday, and then the drop that it went through pre-market hours, that's 6.52%. So the market is just about to open. So 6.25%, that's pretty that's a pretty hefty amount of percentage loss. And if you're investing a higher dollar value, then that can be very discouraging for a lot of people. So that's one of the first things that I would recommend for each and every single one of you, is if you're investing a dollar value that you are uncomfortable with, then you should not be investing that dollar value. If you're investing $50 and you saw DGAS drop, 6%, would you be as devastated? No, because maybe $50 isn't that much to you. So that's the easiest way that I can put into perspective. That's one of the first biggest mistakes that I think a lot of people do. The second mistake that I think people do is they don't have the confidence when it comes down to actually taking their position. So they don't actually understand the pattern. They're either trading based on other people's opinion. So because I know the pattern for DGAS, I took a small position yesterday, and a lot of people would not feel this comfortable. A couple people asked me, hey, like, I think DGAS is at a good price when it's at $24, but they're just looking at the psychological support, which is great, but they're not as confident as I am with this specific pattern. I know that it's bounced here multiple times. I know that it can continue to drop and go to lows of like $22 or lows of almost $20, but it usually tends to recover. And I'm not investing a dollar value that's very uncomfortable for me. So with that being said, I'm comfortable with the pattern. I understand most likely the trends that will happen when it comes down to investing in DGAS. And worst case scenario, I have a plan on where I'm going to cut my losses, that if I really need to cut my losses with the small dollar value that I invested in, then I can do it. And, let me go ahead and see if any of you guys, what's your opinion on drop shipping? Christian, we're talking about stocks. What's going on, man? Yeah, we'll do a Q&A maybe later today. If you guys want to, let me know and we'll do a Q&A about different entrepreneurship things. But Mara went above 490, okay. But yeah, I wanted to quickly cover. So first of all, if you aren't very comfortable or you don't really understand the risk involved with the overall pattern that you're investing in, then I think that plays a huge role on your emotions. If you're not, and then the dollar value as well. They kind of go hand in hand. If you're not comfortable with the pattern, if you don't really understand the stock, and you can't be patient enough to kind of let it play out, to put into perspective, like when DGAS was trending down and it took 2 to 3 days to consolidate, and then it broke above the EMA, and then it has a couple of green days, and then it has a red day, but then it continues this uptrend pattern. That takes a lot of patience. That takes a lot of discipline, and it requires a specific type of person to be able to withhold that. Also, your dollar value can't be that great, because if it is, then unfortunately it becomes a little more difficult to overcome those hesitations. So the dollar value and then the confidence and overall understanding of what it is that you're investing in, I think plays a huge role when swing trading or when investing altogether. Because when you're comfortable and you really understand something, like whatever it is that you're a professional in, let's say that, I don't know, whatever you're a professional in, like, you might feel more comfortable in a kind of stressful situation compared to other people, because you understand everything that comes into play when it comes down to either investing in that market or whatever it is that you do. So it looks like DGAS right now is trying to hold above $24. It looks like it's around $24, $25, $29. And then DRN was one of our callouts. It still did continue to drop. And again, that's why it's so important to wait for that uptrend pattern. It dropped to lows of 1927 during pre-market hours, which doesn't necessarily mean much, as long as during DRN. Okay, so as long as during market hours, it doesn't drop below that 1950 price point, then I think that should be fine. Again, but it's waiting for that confirmation that I'm waiting for, at least on the 180-day chart, until it breaks above $20.50. That's the confirmation of a reversal. And the same thing with DGAS. What is it that I'm waiting for on DGAS? For the break above $26 to show that indication of a reversal for a good swing trade, in my opinion. My opinion shouldn't really mean anything to you guys, especially if you're just starting when investing. Please make sure that you work on that, and please make sure that you have a better understanding on your eye for value and stuff like that. That's my roommate Joel. He's a good-looking fella, huh? What? But yeah, so I hope that you guys all have an amazing day. I'm gonna have to go ahead on over. Oh, I wanted to let you guys know, so I'm gonna say what's up to a couple of you. What's up, Jason? What's up, Gutierrez? What's up, Zach? What's up, Louise? What's up, Jason? What's up, MTL guy? Yeah, so I do mostly trade ETFs, especially within the past couple of weeks, just because it's been working well for me to accommodate my weekly schedule. So just me, Adam, rocking it out, is saying, XNet lost me so much money, Ricky. What is going on with that? So first of all, if you lost a larger dollar value than you're comfortable with, then unfortunately that is your fault. You should always have a form of risk management and a max dollar loss. And if you don't, then you're going in kind of blind, or you're kind of just hoping for the best. So that's one of the first things that I would recommend is make sure that you have a plan and that your potential for profit is better than your potential for loss. XNet is also a very high momentum stock, and it had a huge sell-off. There was no question that if you join us for the TechBud Solutions voice chat, or if you're part of our private mentorship group, this one has been brought to our attention, and I called out XNet. Let me just show you guys. I called out XNet when it was at that $16 price point. You can go to my Sunday Stock Talk. I called this one out perfectly when it broke above the EMA, and I called out the resistance here. After that, the momentum continued, and I understood why people continue to hold, but it was overbought. There's no question about that. It was way too high. These sell-offs are inevitable, and when that volume and that demand aren't necessarily there, then this is what happens. So, unfortunately, this is what happens, and for those that don't have a plan or don't really understand the patterns, then they get caught in that. So that's one of the biggest recommendations that I can have, is to become a little bit more familiar with the patterns and everything it is that stock has to offer. All right, guys, I'm going to head on out. What's going on, Jake? How you doing? So let's see. Get Ricky to 100K. Yeah, I'm almost at 100K subscribers, but you guys definitely don't have to subscribe if you guys don't want to. One of the things that you guys can do, if you guys like this video, please feel free to give it a thumbs up, as it lets me know that you guys like these kind of more simple videos of me talking about emotions and certain hesitations to overcome when investing in the stock market. So one of the things that I want to let you guys know is, for all those that are part of my course or the Learn, Plan, Profit lesson library, first of all, thank you. Second of all, I'm going to be adding a completely new section. It's going to be a section solely focused for swing traders. So those that are already in this Learn, Plan, Profit lesson library, or for those that are looking to enroll, there's going to be a step-by-step process on how I scan for these stocks, how it is that I identify potential, how, just so you know, like kind of the fundamentals, and what it is that I look for, setting my alerts, planning out my trades, and the whole back-end structure on how to do it on a consistent basis. So I'm going to be uploading that hopefully by the end of Sunday of this week, and I'm working on those videos all day. So thank you guys again. All the links are down below if you guys want to be part of our free group. And if you want to learn exactly how it is that I invest in the stock market and what has led to my success, and work with me on a daily basis, please feel free to click the first link down in the description and simply just learn a little bit more about what it is that me and my trading community has to offer. So thank you guys again. Continue working hard, continue following your dreams, let your passion be what drives your success. And like always, guys, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.